Joining us now for more context and analysis is ABC News contributor and Sirius Radio XM host, Mr. Mike Muse. Mike, thank you so much for being here. Unfortunately, it's under these circumstances. Give us a sense of Migos and the three together and what they all meant for the culture, because a lot of people are like, what? Yeah, I've never even heard of this group before.
Yeah. They may not have heard the group by name, but they've definitely heard their music.
Right. Bad and Bougie,
yeah. Versace. Yeah. They're responsible for the dab that we all have seen, although debatable, but they're the ones who brought it to the masses, because it was in the Southern rap culture, the dab was, but they're the one who brought it to the masses. And so we've either heard their music, we've seen Vines, remember Vines back in the day, we've seen Vines with their song Hannah Montana. They had a really great way of creating really great cultural moments, but Linsey also too had an incredible way of like shepherding a new style of hip hop, kind of ushering in this new generation of hip hop around 2013, 14, 15. They really had this interesting cadence, what's called like triplet rhythm. And what that is a very syncopated way of rapping in a very quick way, but then they added sound effects and really rounded out their like sound system. They almost engineered their own sound world. They had such good vibes to them. When you listen to a Migos song, it was just about fun, living life to the fullest, and just creating good vibes.
Give me a sense, when you heard this news about Takeoff, your immediate reaction.
This one hurt. Not that you want to see anyone pass away, but Takeoff was such a good guy. He was such a good human being. He was so decent. He had a quiet calm about him, and his voice was so textured and velvety. And the things that he spoke about were really centered and grounded, and really things that resonated with him. And he was an outside-the-box thinker. You know, Takeoff is because he had a really interesting fascination with space, with NASA, you know, with rockets. So he had a really vivid imagination. So this hurts.
You joined us on the show less than a year ago after the death of young Dolph, and I just want to give us a sense of what's happened just in recent years. I want to pull up a list of the rappers our race and culture team here at ABC News has compiled since 2018. At least 9 others have been killed, 10 now, including Takeoff's death today. How have we gotten to this point, and what does this mean now? Because, you know, there was a time, you know, around the Tupac and Biggie deaths where people were thinking, but then it seemed like, you know, things kind of calmed down for a while. Now it feels like it's ratcheting up again.
It is, but you know what, Linsey, I've always said hip-hop is a storyteller of our culture. It's a storyteller of community, and as a result of this that we're seeing that our community is hurt. Our community is dealing with so many economic disadvantages. Our community is dealing with unemployment. Our community is dealing with, there's not a lot of things to do for our youth and for our kids, so it's creating so much restless energy. The education system is not what it used to be, and so that's all creating a convolutes of things that we need to address systematically. The gun control really needs to be addressed. There's so many guns in neighborhoods and in the community that needs to be looked at. This is election season, and so I think this is something that local politicians, as well as state and federal, really need to be paying attention to, because there is an alarm at the gate.
And so, in summation, I think you're saying this is not about hip-hop culture as much as it is our Black culture, our societal issues.
Yes.
Okay. What do you see going forward from Migos at this point, missing 1/3 of the group?
My hope and my desire is that Quavo and Offset will be able to come together, and also to do it for the memory of Takeoff, but also to carry on Migos' legacy of innovation, of creativity, being tied to the culture, and then advancing the culture.
Mike Muse, always great to have you on the show.
Always great to see you, Linsey. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.